Hey everyone, what's going on? Yokuo here, and welcome back to Mega Man X Part 5 on Yokuo Plays. Today, we are still invading Sigma's stupid stages. I say stupid only because these are a little different than what you typically find in a Mega Man game. As has been explained, typically at the end of a Mega Man game, you have a boss rush level, where you have to fight all 8 Robot Masters, Mavericks, whatever it is, depending on the game that you're playing. In Mega Man X1, it doesn't work like that, as you started to see last part. In Mega Man X1, you fight them as you go, so we'll have a little bit of level, then we'll have a boss, and then a little bit of level, then a boss. Honestly, it's spread out a little better, and it's a little more comfortable. However, it kind of breaks the flow if you're used to the typical Mega Man stuff. Also, we have Chill Penguin, who, breaks the flow of everything because he's so easy. Also, we're setting him on fire this time instead of using the X-Buster. That's fun. Except for when he does that. So yes, I am actually taking damage from Chill Penguin, and that is a little sad. But I'm kind of messing around with him. Usually I would just X-Buster him and pretty much never get hit. This time I figured we would do it the quote-unquote correct way with the weakness to show that off, since we didn't do that last time. Because honestly, you're never going to fight Chill Penguin with his weakness in the original run. Unless you just could not beat him and it was your first time playing, which that makes sense. Nope, I thought he was going to go up there and hit the switch, but he did not. So we'll dash over here, try to jump on a Mario style, which, spoiler alert, does not work. And there we go. Chill Penguin is going to chill out for the rest of this playthrough. Translation, he died. Now, let's take some ride armor and skadoodle. This is the second Sigma stage. There are 4 of them total, including the final boss fight. And while we won't finish the game this playthrough, we're going to get pretty close. If I can ever get up the ladder. There we go. That guy just really did not want to let me up the ladder, and I was lazy and didn't want to kill him. Meanwhile, the fire weapon's pretty nice for getting up these vertical passages. If I can, hit the enemies without them hitting me. Look at this! This is crazy! There we go. So many things can hit you. So I'll give you 2 guesses who we're fighting here, and the first one doesn't really count. No, it's not Launch Octopus. What is wrong with you guys? Come on. No, Anna Yoko, it's not Spark Mandrill either. I'm building up dramatic tension right now. It's Storm Eagle! The hardest boss in all existence aside from Chill Penguin, who is weak to this. Apparently. In theory. The problem is getting the timing on it. You really want to be up close to him when he does that vertical dash. Or not vertical dash, diagonal dash. The double D? One more D and we're dealing with King DDD. There are other jokes that could be made. And he's almost dead, showing that this actually does work pretty nicely. And he is out of here for the last time. Say bye to Storm Eagle. The guy who's only slightly stronger than Chill Penguin. Back to X-Buster, and let's continue on with the level. This level really likes its vertical sections, which is unfortunate because I don't like vertical sections all that much. Don't get me wrong, I love this game. I do. I really love this game. This is... Well, I don't know if I would say this is my favorite Mega Man X, but it's one of my favorites. My 2 favorites, I would say, are X1 and X4. X4 being the first one for the PlayStation 1, I feel like it really just nailed everything. X2 is pretty solid. X3 is a little more convoluted than it really needs to be at times. Oh, boss, we should probably talk about this. This guy's name is Rangda Bangda. Or Rongda Bongda, probably, is what it actually is. And I'm dead, so it doesn't really matter. He's a giant face who shoots his eyeballs at you. And has spiked floors as floors. So, that's Mega Man's biggest weakness. Okay, we've got the deaths out of the way, so let's actually do something about this. His weakness is also this weapon. Now, of course, because we used it on Storm Eagle, we're kind of running low. A lot of this fight really depends on RNG and the order it decides to take with you. At least that's my experience on it. You don't really want the eyes attacking when you're completely closed in like this. You want to be able to get out of there. So we try to take that out. Basically, I'm just attacking whatever it gives me, but I'm hoping that it's nice about its turn order. See, in this case, I've already dealt with the nose thing. Is that a nose? It looks like a nose. I've taken out one eye. I've taken out the other eye, so now I only have to deal with the nose. I don't have to deal with eyes while it's closed or anything like that. In other words, it's just easier. And the nose only does one thing, it just zooms around. Also, if you noticed, as soon as I beat him, the spiked floors disappear, that way I can actually land. Which happens automatically, I did not do that on purpose. And we have beaten Rangda Bangda Rongda Bonga or Rungda Bungda. I don't know what this guy's... I mean, I know what his name is, I just don't know how to say it. Either way, it's kind of weird. Going back into the Sigma stage for stage number 3, and more vertical sections. Yeah, said no one ever. First, we fight Turtle Man. Okay, I'm trying to remember who this one is. Ah, Armored Armadillo. Well, Army, we're about to give you a new look. And trust me, it's going to be shocking. If he'll stop deflecting. Talk about your issues, Armored Armadillo. Stop deflecting. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Now that his shell's off, we can just beat him up, just kind of like we did before. I think we used the weapon on him last time. I'm pretty sure. So it's just more of the same. Get him into this loop where we jump over his little beams. For a Kamehameha, that's pretty lame. Just throwing that out there. Also, Dragon Ball did it. Obviously. Because Kamehameha. And more vertical sections. Sigma has a thing for vertical sections, especially in the first game. I can't remember off the top of my head if that's a trend that continues throughout the other X games. Not those X games, like Mega Man X games. It was a really loose sports reference. You may not understand it because sports are dumb. Thanks, Anayoko. Good save. Okay, Sting Chameleon, who is obnoxious here. He's just as obnoxious as he was the first time, really. So, we grab the boomerang that I still am not sure how to control, honestly. It just kind of goes up and down at random for me. And that's really annoying. Now, if he keeps doing this, I've got a handle on him. Or I guess he's got a handle on the ceiling? Either way, see, look at that. I can't hit him. I know where he is. I want to hit him. It won't let me. I don't know why. It's stupid. There we go. Okay. Back to status quo now. Kind of. And by status quo, I mean spam boomerangs and get lucky. This is his weakness, I promise. You can tell because he automatically detaches whenever you hit him with it. However, it's just a pain. I know there's probably a way to do this. I'm just not sure of it. So if you know how to control the boomerang, let me know in the comments below, because seriously, I would appreciate it. It'd be very helpful to know this. I really should know this. I've been playing this game since I was like 10. That was a long time ago. It wasn't that long ago. Calm down, guys. I'm not like 40. No offense to any 40-year... I'm digging myself into a hole here. You get the joke. And we have a vertical section where we go down, but not much. Although I am seeing that life energy, and that does look pretty shiny. If I can just get rid of the coal miner, which I did. Take the boomerang. Grab the wrong thing. There we go. Okay. All good. Switch back to X-Buster, because who knows who's next. Go in. Although we're running out of participants. We've almost taken care of all of them by now. It's the one, the only, Spark Mandrill! Mandrill. And the crowd goes wild. Or not. Hey, put it on ice, buddy. Freeze. Feeling chilly? Ice-related puns. Cold as ice. I'm Mega Man Frozen. You're frozen solid. This is really hard to do. I've run out of ice puns. I'm just talking. There we go. Okay. Good save. Good save. Spark Mandrill's defeated and really couldn't do much of anything, which is kind of hilarious. I'm okay with it. Moving on with the level. Oh look, we're underwater. Whoever could we fight next? I wonder. Cough, cough. No, it's not Spark Mandrill and Yokuo, we just fought him. Oh, these fish, though. Now, I really want that life up there, because, you know, life is good. And it refills the tornado that I just spammed. I was hoping I could get out of the fish before it ate me, but that did not so much happen. So, because I know who I'm going to fight, I can easily grab his weakness and head in, although his weakness isn't quite as beneficial as a lot of the other Maverick weaknesses are. We're still going to go with it, though, because that's just how we roll. Although I do miss a vital step in these battles. I believe it's if I use the boomerang cutter, I can cut off his stupid tentacles, and that helps. I really only just remembered right now, so that's on me. I apologize for not showing that off. So I'm going to do this the hard way. It doesn't really seem to be working, if you've noticed. I mean, I could probably be doing as much damage with the X-Buster, honestly. But it's okay, because we're going to take him down. He's already half dead. I'm charging up right now just to try that, and that was useless. I don't charge up the weapons much in this game, aside from the X-Buster, obviously. It's just, they don't help as much as you would hope. Some of them do, but not most of them. Like the shield. Okay, that would have helped in some of the platforming sections, sure. But in a boss fight, it's really no good. As you saw there, you do one hit and it's done. It's gone. The end. As they like to say, bye, Felicia. And there's spiked walls up there, so we really kind of need to go down here. And as tempting as those items up there are, I don't want to die. So by the time I got the health, I would be back at stage 1. Speaking of stage 1, although we actually did it as the 4th level, 3rd Maverick Hunter, it's the Giant Elephant Man! And this time we're going to use his weakness. Although it looks like, and maybe it'll show up different once it's actually rendered out and live online, but some of those tornadoes are not showing up. And it's just some kind of graphical fluke, I would say. It probably has something to do with the frame rate of the playback. I promise I am shooting things at him. I'm not just shooting air. There we go, right in his face. And we had probably a couple pixels between him and me. And I just back off and let him do his exploding thing. Let's get out of here. I think that's all of them. Yes, that's all of them. Here comes the final boss of this level. His name, once I pick what I'm doing, is, for some reason, D-Rex. Not T as in Tom. D as in Dino. The D-Rex. Who is weak to Boomerang Cutter. And I am weak to stupid spikes on his stupid face. And I'm just really trying not to die here. Because my life is pretty low, and he's about to shoot a freaking laser beam out of his freaking face. So logically, I am going to bulk up. Because that hurts just a little bit. Okay, not so much a laser beam as much as a laser ball. I probably could have made it through this level without using that, but I really didn't want to take the chance. And at the beginning of the next level, there is a way to fill these tanks back up. So really no harm, no foul. It's not a big deal. But that'll do it for the 3rd Sigma stage and for this part of Yokuo Plays. Next time, join us on Mega Man X Part 6, where we take on the big bad himself. Sigma. Not Wily, Sigma. But, to be continued. Leave you with a little cliffhanger here. Another vertical section. So, until next time, see you guys later. Bye.